guys, Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. It's time for another grip review. This one is of the Dan Wesson 6-inch CO2 powered BB revolver from Pyramid Air. Let's grip it.
It's shooting time, oh, it's shooting time. Get my air gun on the firing line. Oh, it's shooting time.
If you guys want to take part in supporting the GTA and Airgun web, be sure to stop over at patreon.com or Airgun Army and join the Officers Club. It's like $5 a month, where that helps us to be able to continue doing what we're doing and be able to accumulate extra products, extra equipment, to have more things to show you guys how they operate, how they function, their cons, their pros, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to help support the GTA and Airgun web, please check out those two sites. You can become a Patreon or you can become an officer at Airgun Army. And the thing about Airgun Army, it's super sweet. It's like a social media platform, but it's just airguns. So if you're a true airgunner, you love talking airguns with other airgunners, go join the Officers Club, go check out Airgun Army, and be a part of what GTA and Airgun web are doing. Thank y'all. Aesthetics. From butt to muzzle. Oh, no, wait, there is no butt. So, total length is 11.73 inches and the total weight is 2 pounds. It is powered by one 12-gram CO2 cartridge. It shoots BBs only. Located inside the textured grip is the CO2 compartment. Above the grip is the cocking hammer, which allows the shooter to choose single action or double action. Moving forward from the hammer is the rear adjustable and removable sight to allow for the included pick rail to be mounted, giving it a scopable option. Following the 5.35-inch smoothbore barrel forward is the front blade sight. We've got a few more things to chat about back here at the action, like the double or single action trigger and the manual safety. In front of the manual safety is the revolving cylinder, hence why it's called a revolver. The cylinder holds 6 BB cartridges that revolve with every shot. All right, on to operation. To operate this, of course, we're going to need some CO2 because it is CO2 powered, and it requires the 12-gram cartridges, not the big ones, guys. So, the CO2 compartment is in the grip. You're going to pull the grip open. You probably have to loosen the screw at the bottom. Make sure you drop a drop of silicone oil on the top. I use the RWS oil on the top of the CO2 cartridge before inserting it into the compartment, and then tighten the screw to puncture the CO2. Next up, we're going to load the 6 cartridges with 1 BB each, and then push the safety forward to open the cylinder where you will insert each cartridge headfirst into the cylinder. Then close it, aim at your target, cock the hammer back, and pull the trigger. Okay, next up is accuracy. Now I did some, I was going to say pellet testing. These aren't pellets, these are BBs, which is so much less intense because I only have 3 types of BBs, the Umarex steel BBs, the black diamonds, and then the daisies. So I tested each of them off camera and I got pretty similar results. I actually tested them more than once because I was just having fun. And pretty similar results. Sometimes I got hole-in-ones, which was pretty cool. So I decided to go with the Umarex steel BBs because I have more of those than the others. So the rest of the testing is going to be done with those. So accuracy at 10 yards, well, it was okay. Not great, so definitely not a consistent hole-in-one 10-yard BB pistol revolver. So I'm going to bring it back up to 5 yards and show you what I'm getting there. The crazy thing is, those aren't bad groups at 5 yards for a CO2 BB pistol, but I was getting much better results when you guys weren't watching. So I don't know what's up with that. maybe you guys make this little guy nervous. Maybe you make this chick nervous. Just kidding. So it is a great shooter. I have off-camera proof right here. Check it out. Those are great groups. But this is what I got on camera, so there it is. Next up is trigger pull, and this has double action or single action options. I did not test the trigger on double action because it probably would have broke my trigger meter. So I know it's not called a trigger meter, but I like it, so I say it that way. Anyways, so I just tested it on single action, and the results were 4 pounds, 4.6 ounces, and 4 pounds, 2.8 ounces. So it's decently heavy there. It would have been a lot heavier, maybe closer to 7 or 8 pounds on double action. So a little bit of a heavy trigger there, which is pretty normal for CO2 BB guns. Nothing I'm surprised of at all. Okay, on to velocity and like max velocity and shot count. What does the manufacturer claim as a max velocity? 426 feet per second. But what did I get? I actually got 438 feet per second, so a little bit more than them. Shot 1 gave me a 438, and then halfway through, let's say about 51, it actually is halfway through. Shot 51, I got 336, and then shot 102, I got 180. So 102 shots picked up on my chronograph, though I will admit there were a few times that I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually shot a 7th time, so it'd probably get more like 120 shots per CO2 cartridge. But as far as like full powered shots, I would go more 80 to 90 full powered shots for one 12 gram of CO2. That's pretty good. So that's max velocity and shot count. Next up, the dB meter reading. Is it backyard friendly? I would hope so, because it is intended for backyard plinking. So at the muzzle, I got 91.7 and 94.6. So it's not like whisper quiet, but it's definitely not extremely loud. And then from the shooter's perspective, that's me. I got 93 and 94. So not much of a difference there really. But let's check it out from maybe the neighbor's perspective. 20 yards away, I got 78.5 and 78.3. So yeah, absolutely backyard friendly. Your neighbors aren't going to hear much of that at all. Next up is offhand. Right to the right of him. There we go. There you go. All right, bud. Oh, I got the T. Got him. Got him. Okay, so that was a lot of fun. I love shooting rubber ducks with BB guns. It's like sort of close to hunting, right? Just kidding. Definitely an offhander. It was intended just for that, not for the bench or on a rest. That was fun. Okay, next up, guys, is the final conclusion, cons and pros. Are there any cons to the Dan Wesson 6-inch CO2 BB Revolver? Now, cons are generally something that maybe shows that the gun doesn't operate as intended, and I would say it is a typical CO2 BB gun. Even the trigger being a little hard is typical. So no cons here. This is a lot of fun to shoot. It's a gorgeous little revolver. It feels realistic. It looks realistic. I love the silver. It has the fixed front blade sight and the adjustable rear sights, which are removable, and you can put a pick rail on here to use a red dot sight or a small scope. It has the hammer, which is, again, a realistic feature of this one. It has a manual safety, powered by one 12 gram of CO2, which is pretty affordable, and it shoots pretty accurately and gives off decent velocity for about 80 to 90 shots. So it should last a little while. I guess that's going to be it, guys, for my grip review on the Dan Wesson 6-inch BB CO2 revolver from Pyramyd Air. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. Y'all don't just have a good day, have an awesome one. See ya. Oh, it helps if you have the trigger pullerometer.